A hearing is set to determine whether or not a judge can stop the state from investigating families with transgender children. It comes as some prosecutors and legal officials all across the country have announced their opposition to the state's move to label gender-affirming care as potential child abuse. Fox 4's Blake Hansen spoke with one of those prosecutors, the Dallas County DA. Blake.
Yes, Steve, District Attorney John Creuzot and other legal professionals nationwide filed that brief in which they argue that the state's action will actually put transgender youth at greater risk of violence and abuse. New stories are emerging about families of transgender children who find investigators with the Department of Family and Protective Services knocking at their door.
My son is amazing. Once you get to meet him, you love him. So I knew that that part was going to go off without a hitch.
In 2016, Amber Briggle's family made headlines after they invited Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton into their home to have dinner with them and their transgender son. At the time, Paxton was launching a fight over which bathrooms a trans child can use. But the Briggles say they are now one of the families under investigation simply because of their son. In a blog post Tuesday, Amber Briggle wrote, "We told the children that they have the right to not answer questions. We told them that the government is trying to spy on us even though we have done nothing wrong. We could see the pain, confusion, and hurt in their eyes. How do we square this situation with the civics lessons they are learning in school about our national ideals?" The state investigations began shortly after Paxton, in February, issued a non-binding opinion claiming certain types of gender-affirming care, like sex reassignment surgery, puberty blockers, and hormone therapies, are child abuse. Governor Abbott then directed state officials to investigate parents and those who provide such care.
Even the process of starting a discussion with a therapist, if you follow the logical conclusion for this, puts the therapist in a position of being charged with a crime.
Dallas County District Attorney John Creuzot tells me his office will not prosecute these types of cases, nor will his office represent DFPS if it tries to remove a child on those grounds.
Obviously, if we felt that we could not do so on ethical and moral grounds, they would be left with the option of either doing nothing or seeking out some other attorney, a private attorney. I guess they could hire me.
Even if courts ultimately block the state from continuing the investigations, the attempts from state leaders alone could marginalize an already vulnerable group. Creuzot says that can make the work of law enforcement more difficult.
We see that over and over and over. People who feel like that, live in the communities that feel like that, or been treated like that, are much less likely to come forward or to cooperate. And that does hinder our ability to prosecute anything from capital murder on down.
We reached out to Attorney General Ken Paxton's office for an interview, but did not hear back. The Texas Medical Association says that it has been meeting with state leaders and has reiterated its opposition to criminalizing medically necessary gender-affirming care, and also emphasized the need for protecting the patient-physician relationship when it comes to transgender youth.